Hey guys, Bill here. Listen, I've got an idea. Why don't we call this week Big Week? Because it seems like everything you guys are sending in to me is about really big stuff, like this monstrous-sized frog. And then there's this. And if this video is true, this has got to be some of the biggest hail to ever hit the ground. And speaking of big, the big story this week is bigger than big because it's about this ginormous alligator crossing a golf course. See what I'm talking about? This week is big. You know, by now, I think just about everybody's seen those pictures or videos about small alligators that show up on Florida golf courses. But this video that came in this week shows an alligator so ginormous, it looks like something out of Jurassic Park.
I've never seen anything that big. I think that's two guys in an alligator suit.
The video was first sent in by Joey Hernandez, Jason B., and Funedge Community. It was recorded by golfer Charles Helms and claims to show a real live giant of an alligator on the golf course. But is this video for real, or are we just looking at some big fat special effects? Why don't we take a swing at this thing and see what we can find out? There were no lack of news reports, Facebook postings, and YouTube videos showing this beast. But the strange thing about all this is the guy who actually recorded the video. According to all these reports, the video comes from the Facebook page of the man we already mentioned, Charles Helms. But when we looked for Mr. Helms and his Facebook page, there's nothing there. Just a few guys who were not the Mr. Helms we were looking for. The other guy in the video is credited as being David Matos of Parrish, Florida. But once again, there's no Facebook, no Twitter, no way to track him down. Turning to the chewy piranhas, researcher Shelby said if it's real, there would be other pictures on social media. Prom thought we should look into the possibility of trick photography, and Andreas toyed with the idea that it might be an out-and-out advertising trick. The more I looked around, the more suspicious I became of this thing. I mean, it did make sense that some enterprising people did see earlier photos or videos of small alligators on golf courses and then decided to do something but create this ginormous prehistoric alligator to make their video go viral. I mean, the video did go viral, didn't it? On the YouTube channel where golf.com posted the video, there were more than just a few people claiming the video is fake. As Jotaro Kuho pointed out, the alligator's shadow doesn't mold to the ground correctly. It is only cast directly below him when actually the shadow should be cast to the alligator's right, as would be consistent with the second male filming. And as Gary Cronshaw added, surely they could not have kept the golf course open with an alligator of that size in the area. Top marks for creativity, though. At this point, I turned my attention to the golf course itself. It's called the Buffalo Creek Golf Course, and it has a very nice website with all its contact information right there.
Thank you for calling Buffalo Creek. This is James. How can I help you?
After a few phone calls, I finally got a hold of somebody who had the inside information on what was going on here. And thanks to that, guess what? We were able to come up with this, the official answer. Now, you know I'm dying to show you what's in here, but I just can't do it until you let me know what you're thinking up here first. That's the way it works here, okay? Now, here's what I want you to do. When I say go, I want you to yell out as loud as you can, either real or fake, okay? Now, if you can't do that because it's quiet hour or something like that, it's okay to pause the video, go to the comment section, leave your answer there, and then come back here to play the rest of the video, see if you're right, okay? Now, the third way to go is just to vote right up here, right? Simple. Ready? And go. Okay, did you do it? Good, because in less than a minute, I'm going to show you what's in this envelope. But while we're waiting for the slowpokes to make up their minds, I want to show you a couple more of the big things that came in this week. To start, there's this, a giant frog, first sent in by Sholotats Gaming, Darwin Ebron, and Ulysses Gonzalo. Guys, if you ever see a frog this big, don't automatically think you're in West Africa where the giant Goliath frog lives. This beast is real, but it was caught in the Philippines by Shakespeare Yanto Diaz. How it got to the Philippines remains a mystery. Now, one of the biggest shockers for me that came in this week is this one. First sent in by Amar Nadi, it claims to show real golf ball-sized hailstones pummeling a small farm. Amar, not only is this video real, but it does capture the worst ever hailstorm in the country of Myanmar. The storm, which hit on April 24th of this year, actually killed 8 people. Some people claim this is a sign that the end of the world is coming, but truth be told, the largest hailstones ever recorded fell in Canada way back in 1961. Those were measured at 7 inches, or about 18 centimeters. Now, the last thing I want to show you is this. To make this brief, it can be described in just 4 little words. Do you know what they are? If you do, you can say them along with me. Ready? So fake, it's funny! Oh man, you know, I think some people just have too much time on their hand with not enough Photoshop skills, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get back to the beast, because I really want to know what's going on with this one, you know, because you know what this one reminds me of? It reminds me of that golf commercial where they put a kraken in one of the golf lakes. Remember that one? I think there's maybe a little inspiration going on here. Anyway, let's see what it says. Here we go. End of quote. The video claiming to show a giant alligator on a golf course in Florida has been examined extensively. With the help of video technicians, the video was slowed, enhanced, and carefully reviewed frame by frame. They weren't kidding around about this one. Now, based on the results of this test, we are confident beyond a reasonable doubt that the video and the story that goes with it suffer from various inconsistencies, but are nevertheless real. It's real. But that, I mean, if it's real, what the heck was that golf course doing open with something that size walking around on it? As it turns out, Buffalo Creek Golf Course sits right next to a large reservoir that is home to dozens of alligators. A young man named James, who has worked at the course for 3 years, talked to me by telephone.
This is a real video that was recorded at Buffalo Creek Golf Course?
That's correct.
Okay, and are there any other instances of someone recording a video or a picture of this alligator that was seen?
Actually, yeah. For the past few years, my managers have taken pictures and videos and posted on Buffalo Creek's website.
A quick check of Buffalo Creek's Facebook turned up a series of photos of the same alligator that were posted there in 2012. According to James, the alligator was once nicknamed Igor and likes to hang out in the reservoir near hole number 9. The alligator has never bothered anyone, so there has never been any pressure to remove it or close the course when it's seen. The managers of the club estimate the gator is over 15 feet or 4.5 meters. Okay, well, that's all the time I have for this video. I want to thank everybody for sending their submissions in this week. And I also want to point out that if you're golfing in Florida, it might be a good idea to just keep one eye on the golf ball, okay? Keep the other eye on the perimeter, if you know what I mean. I want to thank the Chewy Piranhas for their help and support as usual, and I will see you next time.